colleague Tumelo Machago is joining us. Good afternoon to you, Tumelo. So since we started the show this morning, crossing to our other colleagues in other provinces, one common problem has been low turnout for registration. Secondly, this appears to be an opportunity once again for communities to highlight some of the issues that they have, water, potholes, and many other issues that they are facing. Those that have registered are saying that they are registering because they want to see changes in their community. I wonder if the situation is any different from where you are in Mpumalanga.
Well, indeed, the themes seem to be the same, especially when you go to a number of voting stations. Around here in Barberton, we've been going to a number of voting stations just to check if people are coming in to go and register to vote. Very low number of people coming in, 2-3 people coming in, but you can imagine it's still early on because then people might be wanting to go after work and wanting to go to the voter registration after work. But of the 1,846 voting stations in the province, only about 3 of them could not open in time. We understand that one in Mwebank in the Pikstika Iseka Seme in municipality, 2 of the IEC officials were involved in a car crash and then they had to be taken to hospital. So that voting station could not open in time, but eventually it did open. 2 other polling stations, registration stations rather, in Emalahleni also could not open in time due to a protest there. One of them was subsequently open. Another one, the IEC officials are still negotiating with protesters to ensure that they can open that voting stations. But here in Barberton, which is one of the tourist town, communities here have been complaining also of a number of issues, especially when it comes to service delivery, saying that they want those issues to be addressed. I'm going to speak to Kayleen. She's one of the residents here in an area that is known as where a community of colored people live. Kayleen, we live in this area. We can see that, development needs to still happen here. What are the issues? And also just maybe let's start there. Have you registered so far to go and vote?
Greetings to the viewers at home. I am going to go and check if I'm registered to vote today evening before they close.
And then talk to us about the issues that you guys have. You've been talking about service delivery issues that you guys have here. Just talk to me about those issues.
Well, there are several service delivery issues that we have. For one, we close to a company, a sawmill company, but we crying about unemployment, service skills development center. We don't have one. The roads, it's damaged. Yes, they have started, as you can see, but in some areas they're not touching on those kind of roads. But there's a lot of things we can talk about.
And then also, do you think it's important for you to go and register because you haven't registered? You're still going to go and check if you're still registered. Is it important for people to go and register, and especially to voice out their frustration? Because a lot of people have been saying that Barberton used to be one of those towns that used to be beautiful, but now has been neglected since it actually amalgamated with Mbombela.
Yes, I think it is important that we go out in numbers and register if we're not registered, to check if we are still registered or not. But it's a way of us actually voicing out our frustrations in terms of service delivery and other issues that we're currently facing as a town and individual sections of the communities. So we can do a lot of things. Just go out in numbers, check if your vote will be your voice. It's very important just to go out, yeah.
And also this area still have a lot of youth.
A lot of us. We can just go out in numbers, ensure that we voice out our frustrations, and also just give it a hope that something will eventually come and change.
Thank you so much, Kayleen. We're also going to speak to this lady here. Also, just talk to us about the issues that you guys have here in this area, because we have seen a number of community members that we've been speaking to. They've been complaining about service delivery.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Henriette. I've been living in Barberton now for 51 years. In all this time that I've lived here, there hasn't been much development going on here. Yes, they started, as the lady said before, they started with the streets. We don't even have a community hall. And then our rates and taxes, we're complaining about electricity, water, service delivery. And us, as a small community, we only have 4 streets, 5. The people is like very negative of going to register. Okay, yes, we've registered to vote, but some of them are very negative going to vote because we don't see anything happening in our township.
And obviously there's disgruntlement because of also we've seen now just this week, last week rather, there was also issues of water where they have to shut down one of the reservoirs due to the fact that it might be contaminated due to the illegal mining that is actually happening here. Has that illegal mining affected you guys, especially also because some of the people are talking about a lot of crime has been happening in Barberton?
Yes, the illegal mining has affected us a lot, especially with the part of water. Some of us, like we've got pensioners working here, living in with us. They have to go and buy water. You go and stand by the queue, Pick and Pay or ShopRite. You get there and they tell you there's no water. You don't have water at home because the water has been contaminated. You go to ShopRite or Pick and Pay to go and you take out your last pennies just to go and buy water. And then you get there and they tell you that the water is finished.
But why do you think the residents are so disgruntled, especially saying that most of them saying that they are not going to vote, but they are registered? Why do you think is this disgruntlement coming from?
At the moment, we are number 99 on anything that is happening on the list. There is nothing happening for us, and it makes us all negative. Our youth don't have work. Some of us, there's people of our youth here, they have passed with distinctions. That's not werk for hulle. I've got my son, he's 22 years old. He did his matric. When he applied to go for the police job that once came out, they said to him because he didn't do his studies in Barberton. He's from Easterus. They don't see him as a Barbertonian.
Henriette, thank you so much for speaking to us. Thank you so much. Henriette is also one of the residents here talking to us about, the disgruntlement that they have as residents due to poor service delivery that they've been getting from Mbombela municipality. So he's saying that most of them are registered and they will go and vote, but a lot of people in this community are disgruntled due to poor service delivery in here.